Now let us see in fifth lectures with respect of the first chapter is there. I already discussed intellectual properties, IP values. I already discussed some of the some of the properties like patents, trademarks, industrial design, and geographic indication. In the last lectures, I also have to be discussed. Now in the one by one, today we are going to discuss about by all these are the properties. First you consider by the copyrights. Copyrights, it can be included by this is the one of the rights are there. So you considering some of the scientists are there, some of the writers are there, authors are there, some of the poems are there, poets are there, as well as some of the filmmakers are there, musical industries are also there. Number of persons, their work is to be published by different books, as well as poems, as well as films. With respect of the, their also personally one of the rights are there, and that name is given as copyrights. And some of the artists, their drawing, painting, as well as photography, as well as some of the architectural works are there. So this is the, you consider as that person is also one of the authorities are there. Without of the authority of that person, nobody can have to be copyright. Some rights are reserved by in our democracy. There is some of the rules are like to be made in the parliament. With help of that rules, no any person without of the permission in that particular authors or particular inventors, so this is not given any permission. So this is the name is given as copyright. Now the copyright, it is the type of the IP laws, and it also protected by their work, by that author work in their original or the creative works, you remember. This also in the different types of the industries are there. So these rights is very important, that like the owners or those who are the that hold the rights by that types of the this is the inventory works are there, creative works are there. So it also have to be benefits financially also, because of that person is one of the power is there. The it's supposed to be like the also transfer this types of the this is the material, and some types of the financial benefit is to be like to occur. But sometimes this also have to be like to sell in the another person also, as well as it also given in some of the new inventory ideas are there. So that can also gets in own industry, it also like to be started, and this operation is to be carried out by their copyrights that also get the symbols, you remember. Now we consider this significance of the act is to their subject matter of the copyright. Now this it gives the protection to the original works of the authorship in the field like literacy works, literary works, as well as in the pictures, films, that have to be any inventory works that supposed to be there. So it also have to be rights in that person. Exclusive rights. Some rights can have to be not in all rights, but some rights, and that important rights are there in that also have to be in the, some are having the publications, and some are having the owners. So that also have to be one of the exclusive rights. Fair use. So it also have to be used in the like the to the purpose, particular purpose, particular types of the industrial industries, commercial, educational, as well as film industry. So that rights can be given sometime in education, suppose only the education, that is to be different rights, and film industries and another common peoples that have different rights. So that given as fair use. Only one for educational that get the different, and another is to be different, that gets the fair use. Term of protection, at the beginning, the copyrights for the duration of is also decided. Suppose it is 28 years, sometime 56 years. So that is one of the act in 1976. It can also, the duration is to be protected by that age of the person is also have to be important. As well as it also transfer the rights are there, copyrights. Section 204 is one of the section you remember. So that also have to be controlled over the transfer of the ownership of the copyright. So it is not to be totally that sell that any types of the rights, but only you remember to transfer this technology for one side to the another side, transfer the innovative works. This right is also there given in that the person is there. As well as you consider registration and deposits. So this also the registered, the work is registered. So because of you supposed to start to publish the any types of the books, this is not, nobody can given the any registration. It's compulsory. Without registration, nobody can try to publish the any types of the books, and that also some deposits are there. So remember, in the government registration, sometime in the private agencies are also there. That also like to be started by the registration, and it also give some of the deposits that is to be necessary, and that right is also then after the rights of that particular person after registration to that types of the work is to be published or transfer or whatever the any types of the activities to be there. So that depends on that person. Now the second is very important point is the patent. Now remember, the patent law is to be very, very important in the industrial fields. You consider those industries have more patent, that industry has to be more reputed industry. Number of scientists have to be work. Very successful chemical reaction is to be performed, or successful engineering design is to be there. So that have to be patent. So remember, these industries have to be rights in the particular types of the product is to be there. Suppose you consider paracetamol tablet. This is also one of the patents in that some of the industries, and that industry have to be paracetamol tablet is to be manufactured. So this patent is the phenomenon that is related by the inventory works. You remember that the work is to be more, and this is the different. Nobody can invent it in the first time, but this is only the person is there that have to be find out the design, find out the any types of the chemical process, and that get the patent is there. Patent is one of the you consider in very reputed firm is there, and the rights are there in that person, and this is the national authority. That also some of the rules are there, laws are there by the patent, and this also have to be get in the applied. That should be in the applied by in the public also. You remember, this is the applied. Then it get the more reputed patents are there. Otherwise, it is not applied. Nobody can like to give the permission in the patent. Patents are, this is the number of the countries collectively. They are combinedly decided, and that inventory or the reputed types of the research that also like to be get one of the platforms in the form of the patents. You remember, patents are there is a property, application, contract, laws, rights, exclusive, ownership, permission, granted, and that is a number of types is to be there in the patent. So it collectively that types of the patent is to be there. So it get the different forms are there, and that also get the permission by in their laws. The work is very innovative, work is very applied, then it get the permission. Now the third is the trademark. Trademark is nothing but the mark is the distinctive sign or indication. It is used by an individual, business, organization, or other legal entity to print out that the product or services to clients with which the trademark comes out from a unique source, and which it's the products or services from those of the other things. Trademark is the symbol. So registered symbol, unregistered symbol. Though those sometimes it get the R is there in the circle, so that get the registered. and this is the another symbol unregistered. Both that have to be there. Trademark, it is the identification mark on the industry. Any product is manufactured. Nobody can give the name of the industry, but it can be identified in the particular type of the trademark. Trademark is registered or unregistered, that also get the symbol are there. So what about the advantage of the IP rights? You remember, it helps the providing exclusive rights to creator or inventor, thereby inspire them to distribute and share information and data instead of keeping it confidential. It gives legal protection and offers them incentive or encouragement of their works. That work is to be somebody can take the care of that types of the work, and this is the given in the IP rights. IP rights, you remember, the patent is to be very important. It's supposed to be published, and then whole words can have to be studied. What about the inventory work is there? So this is given one of the platform in the whole industry with respect to the this is the IP rights is to be number of advantages. This is the given in 1919 that government has to be passed some of the legislative rules are there, and that rules given number of the agreements, number of the practices in the industry, and that is related by that rights are having number of the developments is there in the day by day. Today also have to be number of the act is to be also again included, and this is also passed in our democracy, in our parliament. That act is to be made. You remember, by this is the one of the rules are there, and that rules are very strong and powerful by the patents as well as symbol rights. This also is to be in the commonly known in the small scale or the big scale industry. So remember, this suppose you consider in the Ford industry, that is one of the symbol. You consider in this is the Volkswagen company. This is also one of the symbol. BMW is there, as well as you consider in this is the Mercedes-Benz is there. So these symbols, this is symbol is the indication that one of the identity of that industry is to be there. So government is also given the permission by using the different types of the symbol. That symbol is to the identification. This way I discuss in the chapter wise number of the points in the first chapter is there. So this is very important, and this number of the question is to be related by the chapter number 1 by all the types of the parameters I discuss. So I also like to give it the next of the time some assignment is there, question answer, and you can also try to solve this question, give the answer is there, and that also any difficulty you can also ask me, you remember. As well as in all this parameter, you always ask in the examination by what about the quality control, what about the quality assurance, their definition, there is a role in the industries, you remember. As well as you consider in the R&D department is there, what is the role is there, as well as HR department is there, what is the role is there, what is the definition. So this type of the question is supposed to be asked. What is the patent is there, what is the trademark is there. So this question is to be related in your syllabus, and you remember this is the I given in the introduction of the industries are there, small scale or big scale industry, internally as well as in the outside and in the inner side. The industry have to be identified by their number of types of the systems are developed. So anybody can like to start the industry. That industry have to be start with help of these all the types of the parameter you're supposed to understand by in the outer side and inner side. Outer side means the transportation, as well as what about the there is a availability of the electricity, water supply. These all can understand. Land is also there. And the inner side, after this availability, you also develop the industries in the inner side. You also prepare one of the best of the model is there. You also like to start the raw material, availability of the raw material. Then you can also start the industry in the product is there. System is very systematic. They need get the more successful industries there. This is systematic work, discipline work. This is very important. If there is no discipline work, this industry not have to be you remember in the successful industry. So India is to be there in very big country. Number of the industries are there, and you like to study that each and every industry have to be different. This idea is different, technology is different. Technology is very important part to remember. So you consider in automobile industry, each and every industry have to the technology different. That majorly the machine part is to be there. So all the vehicles is not the same machine. Machine is different, technology is different, and that is the you consider in that industry is to be one of the confidential matter is there. That is the technology, and the technology with help of this technology that industry have to be one of the name in whole words, and that is one of the reputed industries. Only that customer have to be they like to purchase the products. Only the name is there because it also have to one of the assurance are there, confidence in their mind in the product. It is very very important strategies you consider in that industry. Those industry who are successful in this strategies marketing or that have to be like to give acceptance of the customer is there, that have to be accepted the product, that industry are successful. Otherwise number of the drawbacks in the product is there, industry is not have to be like to run in the future. There is no futures, you remember, because of number of the drawbacks. Employees is not good working, management coordination and employees is not good, as well as the raw material supply is not sufficient, as well as product quality is not to be good. The industry remains closed. So in the Nasik also, here you remember Sinnar also, number of industry have to be closed. The reason is that because of this is no good discipline. There is no any types of the study in the that organization in the surrounding. What about the need are there, and with help of the need, that industry should have to be started. So remember, this is very important aspect I have to be discussed, and this also have to be beneficial in your future also. So in after when you go in the after BSc or the MSc in industry, that time you also like to remember what about the department. You always ask in the interviews also there, what is the quality control, what is the quality assurance, what is the HR role is there, and and that time in the interview is supposed to be role of this department. You at least you're supposed to know that, and then you can also like to give the answer. So this chapter is included by the introduction of the industry there. So next time we'll start in the next of the chapter is the agrochemicals, and there are also the number of types of the videos I also like to give in the online, and you also like to be each and every one that is very carefully you're supposed to read, and that types of the all the types of the PPTs in videos, because this is very important. You also preserve, that is also your notes are there, you study in the notes, and then notes is also required in the next of your examination. And any difficulties are there, I would also like to give you by the handwriting notes. This also like to be give in the after the this is the Diwali vacation. So this way you remember all is to be like to very carefully, and all the videos you supposed to be read, and you also carefully you like to study, and that is very important in your TYBSC for this industrial chemistry. This course is to be very interesting, and each and everyone take the more interest, and this is your future also. This course is to be more and more beneficial to you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.